right, folks, as you can see, this line here behind me is the border between North and South Carolina, and you all know what that means. We're at Carowinds in North and South Carolina, right outside of Charlotte, and it's my first trip here of the season. Here to mainly check out the new for 2019 mock custom looper launch coaster, Copperhead Strike. So I'm probably gonna head right over there. Depending on which way we take to get to the back of the park, we may or may not pass by Fury. And I can't guarantee if I won't make a quick detour because that is my #2 roller coaster overall. So it will kind of feel like a crime to pass it up, even though I'm pretty sure with it being a Wednesday, weather's a little overcast. The park is super light attendance, so probably walk on city, which you know is the name of our game here at GPCoasters. So let's go on an adventure. One thing I do love about this park is they're very cognizant about shade areas, this being one of them. And it's really pretty too. So pretty that outside is blown out. So that was two really good rides, really good rides on Fury, both back row. The second ride I think was even better than the first. Just so intense, non-stop, relentless, going over 90 miles an hour, constantly graying out, but the best kind of graying out. I don't know, it's one of those rides where I feel like it's super intense, but you can marathon. It's like that sweet spot that makes it such a great coaster. Alright guys, so I know I keep talking about how Fury's my #2 overall, but I gotta level with you guys. This park also is home to my #1 overall coaster. Surprising as it may sound, it's right here. It's this lit-ass Wild Mouse. The reason why this is my #1 is because these pockets of air that you get, unfortunately they're between the discs of your vertebrae. So sick, bruh. Just take a moment of silence for the fact that one of our favorite flat rides, called Electrospin here at Carowinds, is closed for the day apparently. So that's kind of sad. First ride of this season on Afterburn. We got a second row ride, really no rattle, super smooth ride. I really love this layout because unlike the Batman clones, there's a little bit of straightaway in there to kind of let you breathe. It doesn't pull so many positive G's to the point where my year-old body is graying out constantly. You really just enjoy kind of that feeling of flying. So really still one of my favorite B&M inverts. All right, day's winding down. Just under 2 hours left in the park. Got some really great rides today, and everything was less than a 5-minute wait. So we've done more than our share of riding. However, with just a little under 2 hours left, we're gonna do a little bit more. So I'm gonna stuff you guys in one of the mandatory lockers, and we're gonna get the last few rides of the day out on Fury, Intimidator, Afterburn, and of course Copperhead Strike. And I'll see you on our way out of the park. All right. Breaking news, guys. Electrospin is up and running. So as soon as I'm done filming this, I'm about to ride it. This is one of my favorite flat rides. This thing is insane. All right, y'all, it's been real, but we're about to get this locker, so let me go ahead and, man, why are y'all looking at my passcode? Stop. Man, can a dude have some privacy? What's next? You're gonna look at this too? What, are you gonna freeze the video right here and find out? Oh, shit. About to catch my first ride ever on Copperhead Strike. Super excited about this new credit and about this hang time. Let's go. All right, just got off our first ever ride on Copperhead Strike. I gotta say the hang time is just as phenomenal as people were saying. That first JoJo roll, I was white knuckle gripping those handles. I think maybe on the second ride we'll have enough courage to kind of get your hands up, but you really do feel like you're coming out of that seat. I will say the launch, of course, we weren't expecting much out of that launch. We know what it's for, just to get the coaster up to speed without a lift hill, but it still was a fun element. Of course, the theming in the beginning, the chicken feathers flying everywhere, and the backcountry folks that are chasing you for, I guess, meddling with their moonshine. Cool story behind it. Overall smooth ride, and just super fun. You're not going to get anything mega intense out of this. This isn't going to be the most epic ride of your life, but if you're just looking for just some super good fun, this is where it's at. The day is over. Got that one final ride on Fury. You know, you gotta end the day at Fury. Got a couple more rides on Copperhead Strike, which really is a solid ride. And then got one ride on Nighthawk as well, which is, you know, sketchy as Vekoma Flying Dutchmen tend to be. I think that's what makes it dope, though, is, I don't know, man, those vests don't seem like they're supposed to contain a human body. I just had these visions of, like, my torso flailing around while my legs are still secure. But I think that's kind of part of the fun of it, is it just doesn't feel safe. I guess it adds to the intensity of the ride. All in all, though, great day. Shout out to Coaster Daddy, who I ran into at the very end of the night on our last few rides on Fury. If you haven't seen his channel yet, check it out. Great channel. And hope we bump into each other again soon on future adventures. For right now, for GPCoasters, I am Jimmy, aka Gary Parsons, and walking underneath this beautiful Fury archway here is the best way to sign off. Oh, and of course, you know we're about to hit Culver's across the street. If you've never been to Culver's before, but you've been to Carowinds, then you didn't even do the trip right. So do yourself a favor, go get a delicious burger, and I'll see you all in the future. Peace.